These were the ingredients chosen to create the perfect little girl.
My girlfriend.
This right here is my swag. Hey, come on, bro.
Yeah,
homie.
Yeah.
Hey. Got it? Yeah. Attention. This right here is my pretty girl swag. Hey.
Swag. Welcome to the Girl Unit. We're here for Girl Talk, and thanks for tuning in. Yes, but first, let me get my drink. Hello everyone, and welcome to the happy hour special of the night. So my name is Talisha. I am your favorite bartender, and I'm going to be making your favorite drinks and some of our featured favorite drinks when we go out. So every time you go out, you gotta start with a great cocktail. Like, I'm all about the ambiance, good drinks, good food, and every topic of conversation and every table talk, it starts with a good drink. I mean, hello. So for tonight, our featured drink is gonna be called a Sassy Diva. Okay, so I'm going to make one in just a second. I'm going to have some friends who are going to be coming to happy hour. I mean, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. So tune in and let's get started. So at happy hour tonight, we have Denise and Sharita. Yeah, and I'm going to teach them how to make a Sassy Diva. Okay, so gonna be my model for the night. My Vanna White. Alright, so if you've ever had like I said, this is gonna be like a remix of a strawberry lemon drop martini. So if you've ever had a strawberry lemon drop martini, you know that they have to have a sugared rim, and I hope you love sugared rims because I feel like it really makes a drink. So we're gonna start off with a regular glass little flute, and as you see, Denise has already got us ready. Alright, in order to actually put a rim on there, you need something to actually coat the glass so the rim can actually stick, the sugar can stick on the glass. So you're gonna take I've already cut a little slice in the actual lemon, but you're gonna literally ring it around the glass, and then you're gonna take your sugar, all right, and you can just circle it all the way in there, or I mean, if you're feeling it, you can literally just plop it in there and twist it on around. All right, and I like to just let it sit for a while so that the sugar can actually dry when you put it on there, and it really makes the actual sugar like stick to the glass. So we're just gonna let that set it and forget it. All right. So I'm gonna sit this right here. All right, so I'm gonna dry mix this down because we know that the coronavirus is definitely going around. All right, so we're gonna get those hands dry. While my hands are drying, for tonight we're gonna have Saint Germain, which is a type of liqueur. I also have a strawberry, it's just the little strawberry daiquiri mix is what it is. You can do strawberry frozen, the packaged strawberry frozen. You can puree your strawberries, whatever you want to do, however you want to do it. And you gotta have some champagne. You can do brut, you can do dry, whichever one you choose to do. So what I'm gonna do is, like I said, I'm actually gonna take my glass that I already rimmed. We're gonna throw a little. So normally I have measurements, but due to the storms and all that other jazz, I did not make it home. So I put the Saint Germain in here, as you can see. All right, I'm also gonna put just some strawberry mix in here, and depending on how much strawberry you really like, you can just, you pass me that, Sharita? Yes, I got some help. This is just the Kepper strawberry mix. It also has a little sweet and sour flavor in there that really helps to tighten that drink up. There is 30% volume alcohol in there, so take that for what it is. All right, as you can see, I put all of the mix in here. I'm just gonna take a little spoon, swirl it around. You can also put it in a shaker with some ice and shake it if you like. Sharita, if you pass me that champagne, I can't have Grand Marnier, but for those who want the Grand Marnier, I guess I already put Saint Germain in there. I really could have the Grand Marnier, but that's a whole nother topic for another day. Okay, and then you can just fill your glass to where it is, like wherever you feel like is enough champagne. You see how she wants to keep going. I mean, it's after 5, so say less, sis. This is gonna be her drink. You put that back over there. I don't want to blind her beautiful face. All right, cutting the fruit, which is essential. What you're gonna do is take your fruit, you're gonna cut it in half. You want the stem on there because it looks really cute. All right, and then look at the bottom of it. You're gonna cut a little slice in there, just like so. And you are going to place it on your drink. And boom, yes. There you are. And we're gonna let them try it out, see what they think.
Okay.
Hopefully they like it.
Oh.
Yes, yes.
Perfect balance. Perfect.
Yes. I don't have anything in my glass, but cheers. 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 All right. Thank you guys for tuning in the happy hour segment. I guess we'll see you on the next go round. Y'all have a good night.
My name is Dianca.
Sharita.
I'm Talisha.
Eris,
Denise.
Rachel,
And Tamia.
and we're the girl units. Okay, so as we get started, I just wanted to make sure that if you have any questions about any topics that we talk about, if you want to, suggest things that we should talk about, just go to our comments, after you like that like button. But let's get started. Let's talk. All right, so we're going to talk about sisterhood, the essence of sisterhood, why it's important, why people think that they shouldn't have it, and why they should have it. We, as a unit, we're actually real life friends. We love spending time together. We have some highs, some lows, some in betweens,
All around.
just all of it. And so a lot of people are fortunate, but some people aren't fortunate enough to have this type of unit. So we're bringing it to you. So if you don't have it, you have it now. Welcome.
Yes.
All right, so let's just, let's get started. Let's have girl talk. All right, so we're going to talk about sisterhood. It's our very first girl talk episode. It's our very first time being in front of you. So let's just get to the meat of it. Why is sisterhood so important?
Deep thoughts.
Great question. I feel like it's important because it's real. Like, it's a lot that we go through, and to have sisterhood where you can lean on somebody and like it's somebody in your corner at all times, because literally we're not going anywhere till death do us part, for real. So I think it's so important that we have somebody, like, we know that we can call on any one of us to get there.
That's true. And I really think that as far as someone being in a sisterhood, it's really like it's your marriage before marriage. Like, you really learn how to love someone, how to be in a long-term relationship.
Get over irritation. Y'all irritating.
You be so irritated.
Irritating. Always irritated. Always.
I also think that what makes it special is that we've all had joint experiences. So we have commonalities among us that's like, okay, you've went through this, I've gone through this, let's share how we can help each other. And you're not going to find that with everybody.
That's true.
Talisha, you mentioned something. Hey girl. So you mentioned forgiveness, like learning how to forgive.
Listen, forgiving can be a lot. Listen, and I feel like, after being like friends with you guys for a while, like, we've had to learn how, once again, like she said, learn each other. Like, there's been things that we've done that it's like one of those, like, I love you, so I guess, like, I forgive you. It's not necessarily you forget, but you just move, on past the situation. But a part of learning each other, like, loyalty. You know what I mean? Like, when I'm going through something, knowing that, like, I got my girls, like, holding me down. I got my people. You know what I'm saying? In case of emergency. Labeled in my phone is ICE. Like, you know where I'm at. Like, my mama has your number. Like, if something going on,
She texts me to
you see what I'm saying? Like, I got my people with me. The hottest people in the city. We are
I do have another question, because I know that with me having friends, a unit of friends, how has that shaped you all as a person? Like, do you think that it has literally helped mold you into a person? And how would you think you would be if you hadn't had your your friends?
Honestly, I don't know where I would be. Because, I mean, like, to me, I met her 11 years ago, and she caught me at a moment. Woo! It was a lot. But, I mean, now I feel like she, along with all of y'all, has molded me into really the one. Y'all have a lot to do with who I am today, as far as the woman that I am, and, like, how I raise my kids, how I raise my girls, and my girls even look up to them. So I think that is a major key. I think the sisterhood and molding us into who we are is major key.
I think it's also really important because, as my friend tells me all the time, you are a representation. Like, my mom used to tell me this, you're a representation of me. Like, when you go out here, people, you see what I'm saying? Like, people think of us. Yeah. It's not just about you. Yeah. Like, I remember a time, like, I was hanging out with a few people, you know, that everybody didn't approve of, you know what I'm saying? But, hey, we live. So, my friend had to shake me, and she like, hey, like, you a representation of me. Like, you can't just be out here looking how you looking.
Indubitably.
And so it's times like that. Like, seriously, I thank God because I know that my friends have my better interests at heart. Like, even if it's raw, if it's uncut, like, you gonna give it to me. You know what I mean? True.
But I also think a good point to make is, like, you said you had outside friends.
Most
definitely. Just because you're in a sisterhood doesn't mean that you don't develop your pocket of friends along the way. It just means, you have all of us have our pocket of friends, and we have different relationships with them, but when we come together, we know what that is. Right. So I think sometimes people get confused, like, oh, you can't have any other friends.
Right.
That has nothing to do with how close I feel to you, to you. We just have different vibes.
And I feel like having y'all, it kind of allows me to adjust, like, you know how all of us are different and how we have outside friends as well. Like, I don't know, it kind of helps me. It betters that relationship as well because this is more raw. Like, we have more flaws. We have more flaws in this relationship. Yeah, we have more flaws in this relationship. And then, like, when you're actually, I don't know, like with other friendships, it's like you're able to be like, that's what Deonka was talking about. You know what? Let's rewind back. And then you might get that text message like, sis, I'm sorry.
My bad, damn.
2 years ago, I felt it. Today, I felt it.
What would you say, Denise, to someone who says that?
It's the evil. It's the sassy evil.
What would you say to someone about how to balance their life with? Because, you know, a lot of times you're like, I would have called you, but I'm busy. Or I would have, you know, like, I would have, like, what would you say as far as, like, having a balance with your life and then having friendships?
Well, I think it's hard to have balance, honestly. It really is. And you have to, I think everybody in the sisterhood or in your friendships need to know what your life is like. And there needs to be boundaries at a certain point. And I'm not sure if everybody understands that all the time, but let's just say Sharita and I have kids, or you're in a relationship or whatever. Just because you have that going on, you know, doesn't mean that you can't hang out with your friends too. And then your friends need to understand that there's times where, hey, I'm a parent, you know, like I gotta go do this or I have to go do that. So I think that there should be some type of boundaries there and communication.
Yes, I think that there's memes out there talking about how you have that friend who you haven't talked to in a long period of time, but whenever you call them, and it's like just like where you left off.
Right, exactly.
Do you ever think, and this is for everybody, I'm not calling you.
Thanks.
No pressure. Do you think that there could be a time where it's too long, like where like you've let, and then that friendship, like it hinders that friendship if you've gone too long without talking, or do you think there's such thing as having like that best friend that I talk to every 6 months?
It's actually funny that you bring that up because I was reading something the other day and it was just from an article that was going into like friendships, and they were talking about how you should they listed 9 things as to make a long-term friendship or things that you should do, and one of them was that you should talk to your friends at least every 15 days. And so check on your friends every 15 days, and that's not to say that you have to have long conversations with them. You don't have to, because like my best friends, we may talk every 15 days. Like that's what it is. But they were also just saying like you don't have to talk every day. We're adults, we're growing. To have a lasting friendship, we should make sure we're checking on each other. We should make sure that we're there and supporting one another. But that was something that was in that article. So
I think too though is to have it balanced, right? So like everybody's different. So I have a friend in Atlanta. We talk literally maybe every 3 months, and it's not because of anything. It's just life. But when we talk, we jump right back into it. So
I also think that there should be a balance of, it shouldn't just be you reaching out every 3 months. It should also be, oh, okay, I'm thinking about Deonka. Let me text her and see how she's doing and what's up with her. It shouldn't be Deonka is hitting me up all the time, because that's not a balanced friendship.
Right. Yeah, that's true. I think it's really good that when you think about somebody to go ahead and send the text, because we can get into that.
We have all of our lives.
You write it, you put it down, like.
Another question I would say, and this is more of a surface, I guess you would say, sisterhood, is having a sisterhood in your workplace. I don't know.
I have my sister.
When you're not in a family business where your sister is your coworker, what do you think is important? How do you think you can establish that sisterhood in the workplace? Like, is it one of those things where you're like, hey girl, I see you, you're a black female, I'm a black female, let's go to lunch. Like, how do you do that?
For me, I think it's like just more of filling them out first.
Rage.
Yeah,
that's me.
yeah. I definitely feel people. I'm very observant, so I feel you out first, and if we ain't bobbing just on like just no general level, it's not gonna work. It's really not gonna work.
Do you think that happens a lot where, like, in the workplace, because it can be a competitive environment,
well,
that it hinders sisterhoods?
I think for me, like, in a workplace, I'm never out to find friends. Like, I'm there to work, I'm there to do my job and go home, and that's it. Anything else that come with it is natural. You know what I'm saying? Like, just like the friendships and the coworkers that I have now, like, it was natural. Like, it wasn't forced. We wasn't like, oh, she black, I'm black, or oh, she from this, her background is like this, or oh, she got this, so let's vibe. It wasn't it, because if that was it, I wouldn't have no friends.
Well, listen, I just recently started a new job, and everybody turn me down. God will just be patient, y'all. He is in the blessing business. Just be patient. I'm here to receive. All right. I got the side out. Knew it was coming. I just didn't know when. But I started a new job recently, and everybody in my workplace, 90%, 95%, matter of fact, 96% of everybody are white males. Let's get that, okay? The only other females that are there are definitely white. So, and I work with a team of nothing but men, you know what I mean? So, as far as the other women that are partners in the actual business that I work in, like, there's a lady who made me feel at home. Like, they end up having a going away party, and she makes sure she included me. She makes sure on the first day they had a meet and greet, like little cookout or whatever at the rail yard. That was cool. She invited me, like, she's invited me to her house, invited me to 4th of July, and she's white, married, cool. Like, I see, that's gonna be my girl. That's gonna be my girl. She comes around, like, checks on me in the morning, like, says good morning, like, it's cool, like, it's genuine, you know what I mean? Like, I can tell, like, she not forcing it.
Right.
She cool. She just neutral. Like, we gonna be cool.
Time and
feeling it out.
Yeah.
Like, just rolling past each other.
Because
like,
work can be stressful.
Also, you need to see how they work. Because I think that rolls into it too. Like, well, how do we work as a team?
Yeah.
And just all of the different dynamics. And so watching that, so being observant first, and then let it be natural, authentic. I think.
Well, I think you can be different types of sisterhoods though. So, like, you can have your friend sisterhood, but then you have your work sisterhood. Like, we look out for each other at work
and look forward to going to work because you have somebody that has your back.
Right. Because everybody needs a good work with.
Listen, can I just say that, Talisha, you took the words right out of my mouth, because I'm in a company with all men, literally all 6 locations is all men physical therapists, and I'm the only female. So I think it's super important just to have somebody to pour into when you want to talk about, like, if something's going on and you see something on, so like, you can't have certain conversations with males like you can with females. So, like, the fact that you found like somebody there that can take you under, like, I walk to the front desk just because there are women in the front at the front desk, and I'll go talk to them. Hey, how's your day going? What's going on? Like, because it's a different type of vibe. Yeah, even if we're not close, it's still a woman.
And you know, really, just because like that is the kind of the field that we have, like where it's mostly men in the workplace. That means that a lot of times in the higher ups, they tend to have someone looking out for them as far as those promotions and things like that. So when you put it into place where, say right now, you may not be in a supervisor position, but as you go up and you have those type of relationships, it's allowing that ladder that we need to help bring people along the way, so that we can all have those higher positions and make our marks in leadership and things of that nature.
Can I just talk? I'm sorry. I was moving topics, so all right, so the memes that y'all see every year, where we like I have to cut new people off every year.
That's so overrated.
At some point, you gotta realize it's you.
It's your judgment.
Right.
You're having to cut people off, so that means you have no discernment. You cannot, after all these years,
and if you feel like you have to announce, that ain't nothing but attention. If you gotta announce that, and if you gotta like let the public know, everybody just looking to see what pictures you finna delete, who you not finna be around no more. Like, that's silly. That's petty.
So how do you decide? Because that means basically like you're having to like cut off your quote unquote toxic people, even though sometimes you may be toxic.
Right.
How do you decide when it's time to let a friendship go?
I think it just naturally happens. I think that how you naturally became friends, those are the same things that make you naturally unfriend one another. And I think when you truly have the best interest in that other person, you know that like, okay, this just isn't working. And I think, going back to what you said, just because that didn't work doesn't mean we have to announce that. We can just agree to disagree that this is not working, and that I have other people in my life who I value more, who I see we're moving in the same direction more, and that's what it is.
I think too, though, if you have like a friendship for real, if there's a friendship that you should end, just how we talk to each other about letting a man go. Like, if I've seen all of these traits and I know, and these red flags, and I know that it's just not a good thing for me, let them know. Like, hey, you don't have to really let them know if it's, if it's a real friendship. If it's a real friendship, you can let somebody know and give them the chance to change. Because that's one thing. I feel like it's crazy for us, not crazy, but I don't agree with letting friendships go if you haven't given the person a chance to grow. Like, if I'm telling you, like, Sharita, I really feel like you did this to me, and then you tell me that, and you're expressing that to me, and I never change it, then okay. But at least give me that chance to, like, okay, because you're worth me. You're worth me changing how I am for my friendship.
And please don't think that we have not had those conversations in this sisterhood.
Oh, baby.
Baby.
Told you, we've been through.
We have,
But I think sometimes
I was gonna be a lone
think
star,
that
my
they're...
sister.
Sometimes I think people think that they're friends and they're not friends.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of people like are
Because y'all be lying.
Everybody ain't your friend.
Right, but
everybody ain't your partner.
You tried it. See what I mean?
was with you.
No, because you hear shame me over here.
I don't even talk that much. Can I just have my moment? No.
Have your moment.
Have it.
And it was really profound.
It was. I was going there.
I heard you.
So, a lot of times people are acquaintances. They're not your friend.
Right.
And so when people are posting those memes, it's easy to cut off an acquaintance because they weren't your friend anyway.
Right.
Just like Bianca said. Are you saying?
She is.
A bogan, all of that.
Tell me to come back.
But just like Bianca was saying, like, when you express yourself to your friend and that friend hears you and you guys sit down and make some type of plan of action and how y'all gonna deal with each other, that's a friend.
Or like, I don't want to talk to you right now.
Or like, I need my moment.
Take a break.
Right.
Hey, we've had to take breaks before. Like
100%.
Ooh, you ain't never took no break from me. Relax.
Okay, sometimes you have to take a break from your friendship.
Not this relax.
Because I know for a fact I've been ghosted and it be hurting. Like a friendship breakup is
hard.
It's awful. I mean, it's just as bad as just like breaking up with your boyfriend.
Like, why?
Why you with me?
You gotta go through the stages of grief.
And you want answers.
I need answers.
You want closure?
Yes. Come on. What did I do so I can learn from this?
Come and talk to me.
Hey, I really wanna meet you. What's the one?
Can you talk to me?
That's it. That's all I got.
I wanna know.
Clearly,
Okay, I want to know.
clearly, Talisha's the carrier.
Sometimes Talisha
I don't know why they want me to say it. Like,
You have to.
I think the big part about all of us being here and some of the things that we talked about is the support that we have for one another. We have business owners, we have moms, we have just different people in our group, and that support is huge. So in another part of supporting, we're gonna on every segment we're gonna have a sisterhood shout out, and that sisterhood shout out is just gonna be something that just brings awareness to a black woman, minority woman in just the industry, whether locally or nationally. And the first sisterhood shout out is her name is Tiffany Aliche. Her name is @thebudgetnista on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all the social medias. And who she is, she's just a financial guru. She went from being a school teacher to a multi-million-dollar business owner. And she also has a podcast right now called The Brown Ambition. And I've been listening to her for a very, very long time. I just love some of the things that she says and has to say about finances. And that's a huge, huge part of our community that we need to learn more of. So you should check her out at The Budgetnista.
Well, that's all we have for you today. Thanks for tuning in to the Girl Unit, and we'll see you next time. Don't forget, like and follow.
Like and follow.
Bye.
This right here is my swag.
Hey.
All the is our man's swag.
That's a whole nother song.
This right.